What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. If you didn't know, my name is Ariel. Today I'm going to do a video that was super short notice. I wanted to do it before, it didn't really happen the way I wanted it to happen, but it's okay because we're still doing the video, just a little different, and I hope that the point still gets across. Basically what I originally wanted to do was, I have super curly hair, like super curly hair that's just super tangled and hard to manage and all that kind of good stuff. So I usually don't keep my hair curly. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But basically what I wanted to do was give you guys a tutorial on how I make it look like this, but freshly washed, like from right out the shower, basically from blow dry to curls to everything. But unfortunately I didn't get to do that. I still, however, do show you guys how I get this hair done. It's just not from the state that I wanted it to be in. As you guys know, I don't really do hair videos. I don't really do tutorials on hair because I'm really not the best with hair. I am. I started off with hair, but I'm not like, I don't know, I'm not like, oh my god, hair. I don't know. But I usually focus more on my face. Yeah, so I thought I may go through a change soon. I thought that before that any of that happens, I would give you guys a video on how I make it look like this while it's still long and pretty and all there. So I also make it super simple. Like I usually end up having to spend a lot of time doing my hair because it's so curly. So if I want it to be straight or to look like this, like it usually takes me quite some time. But with this one tool, like super fast. Boom boom, it's done. Yeah, if you guys want to know how I did this from somewhat not of a curly state, but how I get to this, then keep watching. Okay guys, so basically I'm gonna curl my hair the way I would normally curl my hair, but I kind of already curled my hair. So I'm gonna curl it, but there's some parts that went pretty flat, so just to kind of give it a little extra love, because I did this a little while ago, kind of straightening out. Usually my hair is super curly like I said, but unfortunately I didn't get a chance to record this when it was curly, which is what I initially wanted to do, but we're gonna work with what we have. So the way that I would normally do this is because like I said, my hair is super curly, I would usually wash my hair. Usually with curls I tend to wash my hair the day before, but with this I wash it the day of. If I'm curling my hair like to go out and I need like super tight curls or curls that are gonna last forever, these are more, I think of these as more like waves, not really curls. But if I do that, I would wash my hair the day before, but with this I wash my hair the day of, and then blow dry it, gives it a little more volume. Also my hair is wet, so I need to dry it. Section it off, so I usually would section it off from the bottom and then just keep going. We're not gonna do that because like I said, my hair's already done and I'm really just gonna touch it up. And then that way it's faster too, so you guys can see that. Usually when I touch up my hair, I kind of just part it in two. And I always make sure, I don't know if everyone does this, this is like I think I have like OCD when it comes to this, but I absolutely hate when waves or curls are going when they're going the same direction. So say like I have these two sides of my hair and then this one's going this way and then this one's going this way. I don't like that. I can't do with that. So I always section my hair off in the middle, so that way I always have both sides of my hair going outwards. Obviously you can do whatever you want, but that's just the way I like it. So, and I think that gives it less volume actually doing it that way. I think when you mix it up, it gives it more volume, but we're not going to do that. Like right now the top of my head is pretty flat and there's no curls, it's just straight. So I do want to fix that. So I'm going to start from the bottom. So my holy grail product is my instyler. I don't know what instylers look like right now. I know that they don't look like this. I think they don't look like this. They could look like this. But this is a super old instyler. It wasn't even my instyler. It was my boyfriend's mom's instyler. And let me tell you a quick story here is that she gave this to me and I didn't even know what it did. Like I didn't even bother with it. I was just like, okay, I'll take it. And I actually left it in the trunk of my car for over a year. So it went through a winter, a Canadian winter, which is not good. I swear it was working perfectly fine when she gave it to me, but as it did sit in my car for quite some time, it doesn't do what it's supposed to do. And it still works for me, but it doesn't do it the way it's supposed to do it. Like, I don't know, watch, it's gonna start working now because it's recording, but realistically, when I'm doing my hair, it does that. Yeah, see, like it's like when you close it, it's supposed to like rotate. like that. But see, it like doesn't, or like it's sporadic. Like sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know. And then sometimes it actually makes a noise like it's rotating, but it's not rotating. I don't know. It seems to be working like a little more right now than it usually does. And like I said, I don't like when they're not going the right direction in curls. So for my curl to go outwards, I have to hold the barrel facing the back side or facing backwards. So then I just grab it from the root. Even with my curly hair, I don't, a lot of the times you have to straighten it first, but I don't, so I'm just gonna roll it through, and then it may or may not roll, who knows. And then I just curl that guy up, and then that's what it looks like, a nice little bouncy curl. Yeah, usually, like sometimes I know people with curly hair can relate to me that if you want to get your hair nice and waved or nice and curled with it looking smooth, you tend to have to, sometimes you have to straighten your hair first, then curl it, which is excessive damage on your hair. But with this, I don't have to do that. I could easily just go straight from curly hair and just use this, and then it comes out perfectly fine. And some people may not understand that, but the reason behind that is because sometimes when you curl your hair, it doesn't really smoothen your entire hair, and then your roots end up being like wavy or curly, and it just looks messy. So from my root, and then rotate it. See, I told you it was gonna rotate while it was recording. But I'm telling you, realistically, it never rotates as much. See? And just turn it. Now I could be doing this total wrong. So like, if my stylist is watching this and he's probably like, what the hell are you doing? I'm sorry. But this is what works for me. And this is what I've been doing for so long, and it's been doing okay. And then I tend to like roll them all together. Just keep the curls, waves, curls, whatever you want to call it. Like I said, I could be doing this so wrong. And then I don't take too big of a piece. I like to spread it out so that way the heat really evenly gets all my hair and curls it nicely. And the best tip to do this, especially with curly hair, is make sure you brush your hair before. That may sound really stupid to some people, but sometimes with curly hair, you just don't bother to do anything. Okay, when it comes to the front of your hair now, I feel like people don't understand how crucial the front is, but I think I learned at a very young age. But the front, I always make sure I start my, I always make sure I start my curl up pretty high, just to give my hair that bounce, because I don't want the front of it looking as flat as it looks right now. See, like, sometimes it does the work for you, but then other times you just gotta do it yourself. And this is obviously not with every instyler. Like I said, I broke mine. And I'm well aware. At least it still heats up. I feel like as long as it's heating up, I have no issue. Okay, so I just want to make sure that my center part is even, which it's not. But that looks like where my hair wants to go, so we're going to go with it. Okay, so you don't want to take it in too small parts because then sometimes it separates and it never sticks together nicely. When I do the top, I want to make sure I don't like to part it. How do I show you this? I don't like to part it horizontally. I like to part it vertically because it just sits better for me. Okay, so starting at the top, just give my hair some bounce. So just to get some perspective, you can see I didn't even open up this side yet, but see the difference between this side and this side. It definitely has more curl to it, more bounce. It looks soft. That's one thing that I think I love about this instyler is that my curls don't look heavy and they don't look fake. They look soft, they look natural, they look effortless. Okay guys, so this is kind of it when I'm done. Even though I part it in the middle to do it, sometimes I don't leave it parted in the middle. I just kind of sweep it over. Depends where my hair wants to go. But you can see that it looks a lot more done than it did before, I hope. But I swear it's a big difference from like my curly hair to this, so it works for me. But I thought I would do this video just because I may or may not have all this hair shortly. So what better time than before it goes away? So this is come to the end of my video. Obviously people do different things different ways. If there's someone out there who thinks that they can do it better, I will be the first one to watch your video on how you do it better. So I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys learned something. I hope it wasn't boring. I really want to get it in there before anything happens. So give it a like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll be back next time with something new. Bye!